Hey everybody, it's me, Rodger, back with more records. Yeah, there was a record show again. This is getting to be a regular thing now, at least quarterly now. And it was awesome. Got to go with my friend Stan. That's always fun. And some of my favorite vendors were there. And so I came home with a nice stack of wax here. And so without any further faffing about, let me show you what I got. Big score here. Yeah, one of my favorite dealers. I meant to get his name. He lives here in Nashville. Said he was doing some renovations to his house and so was selling some records to pay for that. So what we have here is original first U.S. pressing of the Soft Machine's first record on Probe. Now this wheel thing doesn't really want to turn very much, but it is original die cut wheel thing and the uncensored girl's butt cover. And when I first was flipping through, I thought, oh, that's the Sunday's reissue because it's so clean. I thought, oh, that's got to be the reissue. And then I went back and I was looking through again, and I'm like, holy crap, that's a freaking original. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is such a great record, the Soft Machine. They kind of became sort of a proggy jazz kind of band, but this first record is psychedelic. And so who's in the band at this point? This is Michael Ratledge, Robert Wyatt, and Kevin Ayers. So good. Hope for Happiness, Joy of a Toy. There's some really great, and great to have. Now Sam, my friend Sam, gave me his old copy, first pressing, but the jacket's it's all destroyed. It's destroyed. This is really nice, beautiful. I bought a bunch of records from him, so he gave me a good deal. Including this, Gil Scott-Heron with Brian Jackson, Winter in America on Strata East. Now, I showed another Gil Scott-Heron record recently and remarked that I didn't have any Gil Scott-Heron. So this is a classic one. And Strata East, that's a very collectible label. Glad to have that. And he said, oh, did you see this? The Wizard of Iz, or the Wozard of Iz, an electronic odyssey. The cover's it's on A&M, the cover's kind of terrible, but he's like, oh, it's Mort Garson. Yeah, sure enough, it's Mort Garson. Yeah, an A&M from, where is this from? I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be, yeah. Patch Cables, yeah. You know how I am about electronic music. I love it. There's more to come here. Yeah, a Throbbing Gristle record. I'm like, okay, well, you don't see these around very much, do you? It's called Can the World Be as Sad as It Seems? The live sound of Throbbing Gristle. Heathen Earth, the live sound of it. From 1980, it's a second pressing, I think, from 1983 on Mute. Yeah, Throbbing Gristle. I just want to say that. So this is still all from this guy. Wish I knew your name. A later Morton Subotnick record, Return, a New Albion from 1986. Sort of a concept thing about Halley's Comet and stuff. Morton Subotnick, of course, is pioneering electronic music guy from the West Coast. Did a lot of great stuff on the Buchla, like Silver Apples of the Moon and the Serpent and things like that. Yeah, great stuff. But I don't know what I don't even know what this is about. But Morton Subotnick, hell. Now I think, yeah, I'd gotten those things and said, oh, he had a bunch of great stuff, and so I'll be back later. So before we left, I went back and picked up. He had a bunch of great ethnomusical things, like these UNESCO collections. An anthology of African music, the music of the Dan. These are German pressings on Bärenreiter. Like booklet, and they look like, I think they're pressed by Telefunken. Here's Anthology of African Music, the music of the Senufo. Let's same deal. Booklet. Baron Rodger. These are from the. Does it say? Not sure when they're from. 70s, I believe. Musical Anthology of the Orient, Turkey, Volume 1, and Turkey, Volume 2. This ought to be great. I love the sound of Persian music. Not something you see around too much. Another None Such Explorer series. You don't see these are more common. I'm sorry. You do see these around, and I collect them when I see them. Voices of Africa, High Life, and Other Popular Music. So that's cool. It's going to be pop music. Great. And he had this French. It's really fragile. I couldn't resist. An original French Manu Dibango with Le Herbe Sauvage from 1977 on Société Française du Son. Is that what it is? Anyway, the vinyl looks like it's in good shape. The jacket is just falling apart. That's okay. So that's what I got from that one guy, and got a fantastic deal. Really nice stack of records right there. Really excited about the ethnomusical, the UNESCO stuff. That's gonna be great. Okay, so then my other favorite dealer, the guy who trades strictly in prog, no jazz, no some classic rock, but white label promos, Japanese pressings, imports. Like, he's where I've gotten my krautrock fix from. And so it wouldn't be a record show if I didn't hand him a bunch of money. And so I got like this, Steve Hillage Green. This is supposed to be really good. I'm not familiar with it. I guess it's kind of a kind of new agey electronic thing, maybe, sort of. It's on a Japanese version, no OB, but there's the insert. It's cool. A couple of Klaus Schulze records, Moon Dawn. This is on Brain. Original German Brain. It's from, I'm not sure. 1976. And X or 10, not sure what this is. Double album, again, on German Brain label. I wonder if this is maybe a comp or something with a big booklet inside. I love Klaus Schulze. I love Berlin School electronic music and synthesizers in general. I mean, look behind me. So yeah, I get those things when I can find them. I found some, so I brought them home with me, and I can't wait to listen to them. Raven Records from Knoxville came and was there, and he had some good stuff like this. Pharoah Sanders, Themby on Impulse, 1971. A nice copy of this. Yeah. And hey, shout out to John Kiefer. Hey, thanks for your great comments on my videos. Thank you all for your great comments on my videos. I'm being such a jerk and not responding, but I do read them and I really do appreciate them. And so anyway, John Kiefer commented on my last video about my jazz find that I had shown that Arthur Blythe record on the Adelphi Jazz Line label. He said, oh, there's a great Steve Lacy record on that label. You should look for it. And hey, here it is, still sealed. To go right along with that jazz hall, here's another still sealed jazz record. Steve Lacy Raps on the Adelphi Jazz Line label from 1977. I don't have a lot of Steve Lacy, but I love everything that I've heard. So I think this is kind of his working quartet with Steve Potts. Steve Lacy plays soprano saxophone and percussion. Steve Potts, soprano saxophone. Ron Miller, acoustic bass, and Oliver Johnson on drums. Is that right? 2 saxophones. Interesting. Anyway, yeah. Thank you, John Kiefer, for the recommendation. I'm not sure I would have necessarily grabbed it if you hadn't said, oh, it's good. So, yes, thank you. And I hope all is well over on that side of the world. Now, here's something I I've had for a long time, and I found at a record show a long time ago. When I first even joined the VC, I remember getting this. So George Duke, Liberated Fantasies on the great MPS label, still in shrink, from 1976. This is such a great record. Zappa maybe on this one. I'm not really sure. Anyway, it's cooking. It's great. It's a great George Duke record, and the copy I'd gotten before was really beat, like really beat. I'm like, oh well, I'll upgrade if I ever see it again. Never saw it again, till now, and it was like cheap. I couldn't believe it. It's in beautiful condition. Can't wait. Funky music. Now this I don't know about either, because this was stupid cheap too. Incredible Jimmy Smith, Crazy Baby on Blue Note Records. I don't know whether this is original. It's got a nice thick cover, and it's got it doesn't have its original sleeve, but it's on blue and white, and it appears to be in decent shape. Now, it's that organ jazz stuff, and Mac the Knife, and making whoopee when Johnny Comes Marching Home. Maybe that's not exactly what everybody wants out of their Blue Note records, but again, like I said, if I see Blue Note records and they appear to be in decent shape and they don't cost an arm and a leg, I'm going to pick them up, because Blue Note. Besides, look at this cover. I mean, even if the record sucks, that cover is awesome. Look at that Jag. That is so cool. I think there's some other record I have of his where the Jag is those wire wheels are part of the cover. Yeah, that's sexy as hell. The girl's cute too. Paul Horn, Altura do Sol, Hi Son. Now look at that cover. I remember someone showing this in the VC and going, wow, that cover is outrageous. And it was just one of those things. I go, oh, I want it, and then I never saw it, and then there it is. That's one of the things I love about record shows, is that you really don't know what you're going to find, and it's not always going to be, super high dollar things. Something like this, I think it's $5. Maybe it's got problems. Looks like it's in good shape, and again, that cover is worth it. That's worth $5 right there. Now. I'm a David Sylvian fan, but I did not know about this record. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it's in nice shape, and it's David Sylvian, Bamboo Houses, and Ryuichi Sakamoto, Bamboo Music. Is it a split? Is it a like vocal instrumental? That I don't know. It's from 1986. I think it's a UK version, maybe. Anyway, I'm sure it's great. And then, a couple of early electronic music records that were really cheap, and I think I have this, but the vinyl's in really nice shape, so maybe I can upgrade or whatever. This is a classic of early electronic music. It's the Columbia Princeton Electronic Music Center record on Columbia Masterworks. This is, I believe, the stereo. Yeah, this may be the mono. Anyway, something to look for. Yeah, this is classic. So it has Yusachevsky and Milton Babbitt and Mario Davidovsky and Otto Luning. The big deal early electronic music is made with like test equipment, before there ever even was such a thing as a synthesizer. So we'll see if I have that. Now I definitely did not have this, although I've heard some of it. Music from Mathematics on Decca from 1962. Played by IBM 7090 computer and digital 2-sound transducer. Look at that thing. Look at that. Look at that. Now I have heard Bicycle Built for Two, which is, they programmed the computer to sing a bicycle built for two. It's cute. There's a bunch of different things on here. Yeah, I have a little collection of that stuff, and I like I like it. I also have a bunch of that stuff on CD, and like a lot of classical music, I think can work better on CD in some ways. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes. Don't get me wrong. All right, folks, that's it. I just wanted to show you my haul. It was quite a haul. It was a lot of fun. Can't wait till the next one. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.